Yes, sir. I love it. Big God.
Hey.
I want to
Hey.
feel all of it.
Yes, sir.
Keep it a buck or don't keep it anything with us, man. Pops.
Yes, sir.
The one and only Pops, man. We back. Another episode.
Let's go.
We've been rolling, man. I'm enjoying this journey so much.
Me too.
And I
Me
am Buck, A1 Ivory, Zilla, whatever you choose, man. just choose wisely. You know? Hey y'all, we've been having a lot of fun and we've been just being ourselves, man. That's the beautiful thing, man. That when cool is cool, and we can put ourselves in positions to just be. Just being comes with what we always talk about, practice, and I don't share a lot of things behind the closed doors, Pops, about what I practice daily based on my studies, my beliefs, my teachers, and I want to put myself in what others would consider the hot seat. But yet, for us, it's a cool seat because the only thing we got to do is just be cool and be. So
that's all you got to do.
Life, man. I'm 42 years old. Divorced, man. 2 kids. Shout out Shaw. Shout out Brooke. 2 sisters, man. Played ball, went to school.
Yeah.
Fights, worked out, all this kind of stuff, man. Whatever, man. Pops, I want you to just be who you are to me, man. And just, man, let's do an interview with me, man. Just whatever you feel you need to talk about or how you want to talk about it. But based on the teachings of God through you and the parents and my sisters, man, I just want to be able to communicate some things.
Okay.
So without further ado, I used to be the one over here doing this. I'm giving you Pops. That's Buck Jr. over there.
Come on. Y'all know that's a lie, but that's okay. We'll get it there. Look, y'all do. I'm really digging this, man. I got a question I want to ask you, man. I'm going to make a statement first, then I'm asking a question.
Yes, sir.
In this world that we're in today,
yes, sir,
you got 2 strikes against you right off the bat. You're a black man in North America.
Okay.
And you believe in God.
Straight up.
Okay. That's a statement. The question I want to ask you is, what is the hardest part about maintaining your belief system?
Wow, what a great question. I would say, as far as me and how I process things daily, is the ability to unlearn what hurts me.
Okay.
Yeah, the ability to unlearn what really hurts and what really don't.
Okay.
That's when you have the hurt so good straight on right. So our beliefs are just a summation of our thoughts as far as what we committed to growing up over the years.
Okay.
Right. So what you think about most, you are.
Okay.
What you feel the most, which should lead to what you think about the most, and you become. So the great thing now is, even under the great, man, freedom of, man, how you guys raised me and my sisters to be free thinkers, under the rules and parameters of what God said is that works for everybody, right? The golden rule: treat people like you want to be treated, right? So one of the hardest things to me, Pops, is unlearning and acceptance of that, man, this don't really hurt like that. I'm not really jealous like that. I'm not really committed to this like that, That's real hard for me because of my, my disciplines. I do things over and over, repetition, and it's got me thus far. But once I get to this point, like really just unlearning what hurts and what does not.
Okay. That's pretty good, man. So keeping on in that same vein, man, we were talking about in the other podcast about persecution.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want to share something with you, and I hope you remember this.
Come on.
You remember when I said I ain't going to church no more?
I do remember that. I remember you said that. I do. That caused a lot of discord.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You remember what you told me?
Something. I had to be some of you a sorry ass leader or something.
No, nigga, you ain't Jesus.
Oh, I know. It's something that ruffled my feathers. I don't know. I was heavy going, and I thought that going like that was being a leader. Yeah.
But persecution. Now,
Oh, word.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, wow.
So now, like that, daily,
wow.
what do you see? You know, where does the persecution come from? You know what I'm saying, in everyday life.
Yeah.
As it pertains to you.
Yeah, to be honest with you, man, it's from my own people, man, that look like me, bro. And I want to say that, yeah, because sometimes if we're really speaking on this, I do believe in the law of divine oneness. I do believe that big God is big God over everybody who believe in God, right? All shape, form, fashions,
Okay.
all that kind of stuff. Now, I do understand that in my belief system right now, it's clearly a lot of division out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as we're saying this, the two things that you made a statement on, which I agree, a black man in North America and
Right.
believing in God,
Right.
from this platform, if I have any type of visuals or any platform to say that, I understand that collectively I want us all to be one. I want us all to be united.
Okay.
But as I am speaking under this, I want to make sure I fully communicate that one of my biggest oppositions or persecution is the next brother that looks like me, that don't quite understand or think like me. And sometimes the other side can't decipher the difference between a me and a me.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
the persecution comes from a black man in North America, man, 2 kids, you know what I'm saying, trying to do the best that he can, being kind, being cool, you know, helping out the elderly, you know, teaching the kids something, you know, sharing some information. Yet this is deemed to be as control.
Wow.
Right. So when I just step up and be kind based on what the hell does Buck want to control? Well, guess what? I don't want to control anything outside of what I'm supposed to control as my goddamn self, right?
Right. That's right.
But
That's
here's
right.
the persecution, Pops, because I do look like this, and I am your son. I do vocalize myself, but anything that's out of control, it's not my job to say, whoa, this is out of control. What did Jesus do when things were out of control? He met the need.
Met the need first, right?
So even meeting this need, that forms a sense of influence.
Okay, that's true. That's,
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So in an influential service, the biggest fucking opposition for me is the next man that looked like me that I would never ever come outside of the principles of what we understand to be bond servants of God to be a liability versus an asset. So one of my biggest persecutions first. Then I can talk about, you know, the judicial system. I can talk about corporate America. I can talk about several things, man. But I feel until we keep it a buck with ourselves, dog, and understand that, man, it's crabs in a barrel, bro. You know, and here it is. And then, then the persecution comes from those who want the influence, but don't want to sit in the mirror and look at this type of shit.
Don't want to put the work in.
Put the work in.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I remember, you know, I remember
being... And that was persecution from your own son. I told you, I was mad as a motherfucker to you, man. Shit, man.
I know.
I mean, because, man, like, listen, here it is, man. You know, that's how we grew up, you know.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm going to keep it in a buck, man. You know, just... It was hard. It's hard to look back now, and I want to say this, man, that this is not a plea or anything other than a personal interview of how we view things, right?
Yeah.
That's why we have this platform to do what we want to do, right? And we want to glorify God in our purest and most authentic way. So growing up, man, going to you know, some of the worship places I went, man, it's hard to go in there sometimes when it was just maybe about 10 or 15 people.
That's right.
And me and my sisters probably the only kids, right?
Okay.
And then now, if what I know to be true about worship, right? Worship, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you're very studious.
Come on.
On this topic. Worship, ain't we supposed to go give?
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
So we're supposed to go give away. We supposed to, you know, for what you already have done. Like, you know, hallelujah, I'm here in the present. Yeah, it seemed like it was kind of you know, in the areas in which I grew up in, it was shifted to be where we come to receive.
Yeah.
Now, since I only knew it was to be received at that time, I wasn't receiving shit. It wasn't no more kids. The song was boring. We couldn't even clap. We couldn't even do none of this kind of stuff. And sometimes the song lingo I beat, I'm funky, man. I want to rock. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of confused my feelings because I'm like, man, God is everything, but it feels like this. You know? But yet, and still, you know, we do what mama say, we do what grandmama say, you know what I'm saying? We do what pop say for a little bit of time.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? But facts are the facts, bro. So as we go and keep forming these practices, outside practices, I know how I clearly distorted my personal internal work.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, man. Persecution of someone who looks like me, and then also of how I did you in that thing, man. Like I really was confused. So and then even in that we did have some great talks and studies after the initial emotion of a man is supposed to lead his family every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And he is. If that's what makes y'all, if that's the logic of whatever you do, man, you do that to the fullest, and y'all look nice, and y'all go and y'all do whatever you do to keep y'all safe, whole and complete. But yet my understanding of my calling is just greater than that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And
I go ahead.
I just did that at the expense of persecuting my father for saying do this.
Yeah, but man,
forgive me, Lord.
That day I won't forget that day, because it's like, wow, he saying Jesus, but I sure feel like him.
Wow. But see, here it is, man. So is a man thinking, right? Now here it is with the Jesus, right? Because we want to attach this belief in Jesus. Thank you for saying that too, Pops. We attach this belief in Jesus of how perfect what he didn't do, what he wasn't focused on, sin, right?
Okay.
You know, they ain't say about Jesus knocking nothing down. They ain't talking about Jesus, you know, doing what he was doing. Like they share the tales of him working, being who he was, his purpose, right?
Right.
And in that Jesus thing, and for us to say that God say my son came, and when my son left to come back home with me, I'm going to leave a spirit, a comforter to remind you of everything that he was, and you can be too, only if you believe, right?
Right.
So there you go. Like you was like that. You like, dang man, but I feel like about this convicting thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I am. Yeah. You know, I want to feel like God. Like we are little G's under this.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, but then even that, man, here's a fear thing. Somebody saying, Jesus, you ain't Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You ain't this and that and another. Yeah, I absolutely. No, I'm not.
Right.
But my belief system tied into my old wretched ass, my iniquities, my sins, whatever the hell you call it.
Right.
Man, I only believe that I can be and I can equate to be, you know, this type of bond servant that just connects people back to love. So yeah, you're damn right. I feel like them too. You know, how can we sing these things? You know, what's the song? Jesus, I love you, place no one above you. You know, that's connecting us to this love, right? Now, in humility, we have to understand that our minds have been fearfully perverted for years. And even as we grow up, we form our own virtual realities of what shit is. So
that's true.
Yeah.
That's
so
true.
now my for me to serve or connect to Jesus, you know, I have to, you know, I got to, you know, respectfully. So I got to cover everything but my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever I got to do, right? Or I got to give, you know, I got $10 left, and I got to give $1 of it.
Yeah.
And I got 3 kids.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just saying logic matters.
Right.
Right.
It does. And man, so this is what I want to ask you. How do you know when your mind is in the right place? How do you know when you've done this self-check that your motivation is correct and your mind is in the right place? How do you know when to move forward?
Yeah. 2 things. I would first say peace.
That's a good one.
Because is if in this belief of this Jesus, Yeshua, God, in the spiritual path you take, man, peace that passes all understanding.
Okay.
Because then now, why is this peace that so important that passes all understanding? Because man, biggest fear is the fear of the
unknown.
So I don't have to understand whatever the unknown. I'm gonna have peace in it. This is part of it, right? Then the next thing is, God is not the author of confusion. So if I have peace,
yeah,
and then yet I'm not confused, then I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm stepping how I step, and whatever comes with it, man. And people understand this, man. Once I felt, I understand. This is me and my feeling, my conviction. Once I understand my purpose, my path, I have respectfully, man, hey, been asked to be a youth pastor in one of these organizations, right?
Right.
I have, man, I will pick up soon back on my training again physically. You know, I love to coach, all these type of things, and then yet I was in corporate America, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. You know, district manager, sales forever, all these type of things, man. I possibly, I'm like, man, I like a little bit of it all, but I don't have I can do all this. I can connect and relate in any situation. You know what I'm saying? And my point in making that shit is, it's the same thing Paul did. You know, 1 Corinthians 9:22. He says, I became all things to all men so that one might just be, you know what I'm saying, a drip, like my good man drip here may be just infected by what I got going on. Wow. Because I'm planting that seed. But now here it is. If I became all things to all men, then me being the true servant leader that I am, I'm going to experience some shit first before I recommend anything to somebody do, because I don't want to take them on a crash course to hell. You know
That's right.
So now, how do I do this? How do I, you know, sell over here, work, be a great dad, be an artist, be a trainer, be all this kind of stuff, become all these things, man. And guess what, Pops? I have peace in being these. And then sometimes, you know me, you know how I move every day, really. If I don't have any confusion about it, it's shit, get down and lay down.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's true, because God is not the author of confusion, man.
Right.
I watch people all the time. They try to put a square peg in a round hole.
Talk to me.
Just keep going, bang, bang. Man, look, that's confusion, man.
Yep.
Do something else, you know.
Yeah.
And that's another question I want to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You roll up on somebody, right?
Yes, sir.
And you feel a need to minister to them. When do you stop? Or at what point do you feel that ministering to this person is futile?
All right. When the fruits of the exchange that we're in are no longer conducive to the original intent of me cutting into this person from the first place. Okay. So what I've learned, man, that's a great question, because I had to forgive myself for this, that we say poor leadership, right, or all this kind of stuff, man. One of the things that I had to accept about me, that enabling a motherfucker is one of the fucking worst things you can do as a leader, bro.
It sure is.
And from our understanding of, is it helping or hindering? Man, dog, that's so vital, because now we have to take the emotions out of it, and then we have to see what fruits are being produced in this exchange. Yeah. So that's my barometer from here, man. Even if we start off and like you say, man, if somebody coming with a whole bunch of statements and they saying they need you, man, hey, that's a red flag for me. Now, if we're asking questions, you know, please, excuse me, may I, so and so, that's humility. We can operate, we can flow. But once one just has that type of, you know, antagonistic, I'm blocking it. It's nothing I can do, because, you know, do you need help, or you just want to be heard so you can stay in the same state you are? Right. So, Pops, once the fruits are not producing something that is of God, of love, then man, you know, that ain't my ride no more. Yeah. If that's what you asked me, right?
Yeah, that is what I asked.
Yeah, because, and then here's another thing, the great conviction in self about me about this, you as well, I've seen it, you know, just like we talked about. Pop, we're so passionate, bro. Yeah. Like, the Bible says, well, be angry but sin not, right? Right. Man, we get so mad because, you know, why do I have to go back here and explain that my pop said for 33 years and then this addiction to cocaine is this what caused him? Why do I have to go back and say, man, I was married for 15 years and I went through this type of, man, I still, and I never will, man. It's to the grave with it, man. You know what I'm saying? It was about, because I feel, the reason why I say the details of that thing, that's on someone else to free themselves up. I free myself from every iniquity that I have in perverting the covenant. You feel me? Okay. Yeah, yeah, I meet you, and you just, I don't have to, if I'm coming to help you, it's not I don't have to lead with these things that I am I've experienced all these years. If you have some type of antagonistic, you already got it figured out type of attitude. Same thing when you went up there to get some help.
Yeah.
They told you to get your ass on, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was telling them what I needed.
Right. And you in their facility to get help.
Telling them what I needed.
I've learned that my whole life, Pop. So one thing now is saying, am I helping or hindering?
Mm-hmm.
And because enabling is a poor characteristic of leadership.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically you done explain how do you tell when you enabling somebody is when the situation is not conducive for spirituality.
Absolutely. Freedom. Do we still have things, because this is anytime you relate with anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to find commonality in what we relate with, right? Like,
that's true.
So I was saying in a relationship, let's talk about love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I say I love you,
Uh-huh.
right? Man, I love you, man, and I want to be a better son,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And you say I love you too. I want to be a better father,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then yet I go and I maliciously, speak to someone else about you, or I stab you in your back, or
Mm-hmm.
I take $20 from your dresser, whatever I do, man, that are not conducive to us growing together and evolving, that can cause any type of discord.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I believe love is. If I say this, and you have to hold me to this, because these are the actions I'm producing.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, brother, we're saying we're trying to relate in love, and you tell me, hey, son, talk behind my back, taking $20 off my dresser and doing all this type of stuff is not love, because this is how it makes me feel, right?
Right.
So then I say, I don't care how you feel, this is love for me because I want to eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you would say, being a wise, faithful servant that you are, right?
Yeah.
Man, you that's the character is off,
Right.
right? So you think that hurting me, helping you is love?
Mm-hmm.
There's no relation there. There's no relatability there, so there's no relationship.
Right.
So in this thing called love, finding commonality in the things, the simple things, man. Can we talk to each other? Can we be kind? Can you speak and I listen?
Mm-hmm.
Like starting there, once we can't do that kind of shit, man, I'm out.
Yeah.
Because I like to effectively over communicate, if that's a word, to make sure none of this other stuff happens, because on the other side, I don't want to dwell in a place where there's no love.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, man, because I mean, being that we share the same belief system. I'll put it like this.
Mm-hmm.
How does it make you feel when people call you a control freak?
Man, Pops, that hurt me. And I think the word, not only control freak, shit. Control freak and narcissist,
Okay, same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that now because that's the big word now, man. Oh, you're such a narcissist. Oh, shit, yeah, Pops. Now, here we are, bro. It used to hurt me a lot, bro, because I know deep down inside, I remember you saying, man, like, I do feel like Jesus about this, man. I'm just asking you a question. I'm trying to meet the need, right?
Right.
It used to make me so mad because I know my true intent is never, ever to control anything outside of what I got going on. Like, I know this to be true, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never want to go to any situation or any environment and pull away from or take away from, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in my relatability, I think that what used to hurt me because I didn't understand the power of myself or know I was accepting the reason why I need to be in some of these certain situations is because our passion about leadership we study books together. We created courses together for people that look like me and you. You know what I'm saying? Real ones. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what you are, jailbird stuff. Shit, a square. It don't matter. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And we studied and we put absolute facts in front of us, and then we all tried to look at these absolute facts from our, of course, relative truths at the time, just to agree on the absolute.
Right.
Like, who is the leader? You know what I'm saying? Or who so that's our approach. The leader ain't finna say he the leader. The influencer ain't finna say he the influencer. The influencer finna be the one to say, man, hey, like, I'm the least of us all, but let's really get this truth right here about how powerful you are.
Yeah.
Pull back, oh, you that kind of good? Now, if you go tell somebody what Buck did for you, cool. But the point is, when shit is out of control, when men are talking about men behind their back, women are in most areas of emotions, because women are leaders. When women are leading in their emotions and foolishness, when men are leading in foolishness, and shit is out of control, you mean to tell me I'm gonna be the part of something, and who the fuck gonna step up and say, hey man, shit out of control?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I have to step up because some shit is so out of control, how do we know it's out of control? Look at the fruit it's producing.
Fruit. That's right.
Right?
There you go.
So it's still some type of, we're in a place of worship. It's still some type of this.
Yeah.
Or we're in a relationship, but yet we still feel like we got to go fuck and do some other things to each other outside of this. Man, something's out of control. So when somebody stand up and say, nah, of course, if that other being or person you're trying to relate to doesn't want control, you're a control freak. You're a narcissist. Okay, cool. What the fuck is a narcissist, right? What the fuck is control freak? Because now it's time for us to sit down, and if you and I can't, and I'm saying, hey, we don't agree, let's go to see another person, a counselor or wise counsel, whatever, and let's let them, no, we don't need to do that. Yes, we do, because man, you can't get that. I'm trying to seek understanding.
Okay.
So the areas in which I was doing, and even like that, going down some of these gyms, bro. Like while I work out and shit, man, I would sit there and I would just work out. I would say, call the play, run it. You know what I'm saying? Call the play, run it. But then here we go, man. Once we start talking about bullshit, once we start talking about egotistical shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm never, man, I can't look you in your face every time I see you and you'll be cool with me falling under some of that type of weird ass shit. Yeah. Now, if I say, hey, nah, man, like
because they ain't gonna win.
Ever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now I'm saying, hey man, it's cool. It's you know what I'm saying, you the leader, do all this kind of stuff, but let's be very consistent. Let us keep it business. Let us speak to each other of power. Let us not, talk behind each other back. Let us be, I can stay under everything somebody trying to be the best leader. But I would never, follow some shit that you call me whatever the fuck you want to, and I leave before I stay there and become something I'm not. Yeah. So that's one of the things where what you were just speaking on, King, is like that shit be out of control, Pops. And then who's gonna be the team player to say, hey, what can I do to help?
Everybody.
Right. Or who's gonna be the one to step up and say, hey, this is not cool.
Right.
So
you
know
what I'm tell you what's gonna be? The Jesus.
Bro, so when somebody say this not cool, and then here it is, not because I said so, it's principle over person.
Thank you.
It's not, man, hey man, I'm the least of, once again, I told you I'm the least of us out.
Yeah, right.
Right. I told you,
sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, kill it. I done told you I'm the least of us all.
I had that time.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I make sure, Pops, I never leave going to do business where I'm not asking for no favors. I'm not asking to not pay you for your services. I'm just asking, hey man, if you say you rock out, I'm not even looking for a chink in your armor. But if something doesn't sit well with my spirit, I'm gonna stand on some business, man. I'm gonna look you in your face and I'm gonna tell you to your face that, hey man, consider this in love. I'm not gonna tell you in an antagonistic way. I'm gonna say I'm available outside of here. Let's talk. Let's meet up. So when I do all those kind of things, Pops, that shit used to make me mad, but now, shit, man, that's your point of view.
Yeah. Because why would it make you mad?
Because I didn't understand what I understand now, and I had to put myself in them situations. I'm only here to help. Yeah. But now, if I'm whatever to you, man, then so be it. What we got to do to make sure this exchange or no exchange is in full effect right now. Yeah.
Cause I mean, it's a trip, man. That when, wow, man, if you any individual dealing with a group, right, somewhere in that group is gonna be some opposition, or whatever, right. So what I found is, man, I have to be able to say, hey, look, this is what it is, right? Now. And this is why I say this is what it is. Now, I don't tell people this is what something. Right.
This is what it is, and here is some evidence of my belief.
Of that. Yeah. That's right.
In some shape, form of knowledge.
Right. Right. So, like you do that, man, and you have this for whatever reason, man, people can't hear you or whatever, right? And now they start slinging mud and all that stuff, man.
Right.
What tool do you use to shake off the mud?
Yeah, that's why I come back to someone like yourself, man, or someone, Hobbs, the disciples, right?
Okay.
Because Pops, what I learned is I don't want they say 0 to 100 real quick, right? I'm 100 to 100. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just my belief, bro. I fully believe that's what Jesus was.
That's right. I agree.
So we put 0 in there for us to, like this, deal with the gray areas and stuff, right? But I'm 100 to 100. So I'm 100% there, but because if I'm not there, something is over there that's going to be, I'm feeling 100% destructive.
Right.
Because the lukewarm, the gray area, God said, get on over the other side if you half-ass believe, right?
That's right.
So what the tools I use is, man, one, and first, heavy observation. Like, I never lead with anything that I haven't observed over and over.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
To solidify the reason why I'm coming for a solution-oriented confrontation.
You can't talk about something you don't know about.
Right. And so even when I do that, I still oppose a question. I don't say, hey, this is wrong. I say, excuse me. Could you let me know how maybe that's the right, how is that the right way of doing things in here? Because I just want to see I'm a part of the team in here now, right? And whatever in whatever field, on the damn job, but shit, I do this, this shit, I do this in my company. Like, I don't give a damn who you are, president of this company and stuff. Hey, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk to each other like humans and stuff. And if we're going to do some role playing, you be the customer and I'm going to be the salesman. And you tell me, since you're the president, what I'm doing wrong.
Right.
Because I want to get better. And I don't want to be with you. If I wanted to be the president, I would have been done it. I want to sell some damn houses and get up out of here, right?
Yeah.
So my point is, I ask questions in a way to help them, like you told me, listen to yourself as you explain this shit you're telling me to follow. And then once you hear yourself and you still standing on it, that's law. Man, you want me to still stay out of control and say, okay?
Yeah, right.
Never,
That's right.
Because the number, like the other podcast we did, we always talk about digging ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Man, Pops, this is one thing for sure, man. I want to say this before, man. And you see me, man, you see how I move and when I move, man. Hey, man, while the dude's still on the roses, Jack, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no phones ringing, ain't no, the kids still asleep, man. Hey, bro, I'm up and, man, God, wretched man I'm standing in the need of prayer, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm worshiping, bro. I'm thankful for the gift of living, dog. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm thankful for the gift of living, and I have some, man, the kids got some projects and all this kind. So I get all that shit out before I go to any environment, bro.
Right.
And if I have to go in an environment because I just have to, I let somebody know that I'm off a little bit. So please, because what we're talking about, the tools of me seeing and feeling like this is only based on my self practices, right? And sometimes I don't know, that could be, that could be good for you. And if that's good for you, I want to please help me understand why that's good for you if I'm on the same team. Okay, well, dang, I learned something new. That is. But if you tell me that's good for you and then you tell me that this is, and it doesn't align to what I say I believe in, I can't concede to that type of leadership, But my wrapping it up, my point is, man, I really, really strongly focus on my followership and then more the leadership, because then I can come and I'm very vocal, so I can explain to you how I feel. But even if I feel me explaining to you is brutally honest will hurt you, the tool I use is I go over here, hey, Pops, principle. What you think about A, B, C, and D, man, on some love? Because we don't judge.
Right.
Or, hey, you know what I'm saying? Man, hey, Pete, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whoever I was consult to.
Right.
Ed, Court, like whatever.
Right. Okay, I got another question I want to ask you, man. Of these four, what is the most critical?
Okay.
Faith, hope, love, or understanding?
Faith, hope, love, understanding. Great question. Of the three, faith, hope, and love is the greatest of those three. But I would have, I got you. You add understanding. I was saying of those three, scripturally, love is. But when you add four, understanding, knowledge, it has to be understanding. Because if your understanding of love is thinking I'm supposed to steal $20 off of your damn dress and stab you in your back, man. Your understanding fucked up.
Right.
So it has to be
Right.
the understanding of your beliefs, understanding of yourself first,
Right.
and what you're committing to in your quest for this forever evolving. Nobody will ever understand the fullness there of love.
Mhm.
But it's so much fun when you understand that nobody knows it all. Nobody will ever understand.
Mhm.
But on this path, we can, associate and rock with people who, get happy feelings in the air, right?
Uh-huh.
And then when they're unhappy feelings, I don't mean it's the end all be all. We have to talk about those, confront those unhappy
Right,
feelings
right.
to see the intentionality, or was it a bullshit, egotistical expectation?
Wow.
So understanding is definitely of those, understanding how those three even work.
Right.
Faith, hope, and love, these three. Faith is the substance of the things hoped for, yet not seen.
Right.
Right? Evidence of the things hoped for, yet not seen. Okay. And then love is God. God is love, right? That's why he's bigger than these three. So me understanding how all of those, you can't even break those up in this quest of understanding is key.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's
There
great.
you go.
Yeah.
Because that's not what I see being taught now. And people have, I love and my faith and I hope, but but you don't understand where that comes in at.
Right.
See, we have faith in God, and we hope for things, and we love people, right?
Right.
But what is the important? What's the significance of doing that? Because when we are doing those things, when people see that,
right,
they ask questions, man.
Yeah, they do.
They like, man. Have you ever had somebody just walk up to you and say, man, how come you? Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I want to keep going. So
Yeah.
How come that come
How
up?
come you are so and so and so, or how come you're not? You ever
Right.
have people walk?
I have, and you work working in the public for for the city for this money. Pops, I have more, and this is the blessing, man. Me and my friend, we have more strangers coming up and asking questions, and
That's
the reason,
beautiful.
the reason why, Pops, is because those that know you, when you are rocking like what we're talking on, trying to be spiritual, trying to seek,
Right,
what I'm saying, how can we all together, we're stronger, it's like the church we're saying, the shit stronger together, we us. How can we do all these things, man? They make statements. And then they make statements based on their own inability to accept the fact that they don't want to grow. So, man,
That's a good point.
so here it is. So instead of saying, Buck, are you controlling?
They say,
Buck, you're controlling.
right.
Buck, do you struggle with controlling so-and-so and such and such? You know what I'm saying? They say, no, you are.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And so more strangers, which just like, let's talk about Jesus, man. He kept it pushing. If we believe in this Jesus.
Yeah.
Like Jesus, man, he never met any strangers. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And kept it pushing.
Right.
He didn't stay in one place and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's what I would like to say. Yes, man. Like the strangers, man. The in the moment, the some of the brothers we met up here, Drip, the Williams and stuff, man. How we talk and build with them. Man, that's the moments. Now, this is what the Drips and the Williams, I want them to understand. I'm saying it on camera too, man, that you're peculiar based on the consistency and the demonstration of this love that you show over and over every time, in spite of whatever you got going on.
There you go.
If we come in here, man, because we doing something we don't do, fight, argue, quarrel, waste time, and then come in here and exhibit that stuff and expect them to feel anything like we're supposed to feel,
right.
Then, man, shame on us, right?
Right.
But I'm betting the bank on us, man. Yeah, we're gonna come in here with the same everything, what it really is, based on the experiences of what God already delivered us from, dog.
Yeah, man.
This shit peanuts to a goddamn elephant.
Explain the freedom in being transparent.
Absolutely, man. The truth sets you free. Yeah. And this is the truth of the lies you tell yourself. So now is your cool? Is your fear? Is your power? You know what I'm saying? When we are free to do everything and anything and don't belong to anything, you know what I'm saying? Everything everywhere and don't belong to anything. Yet we choose to be a slave to love, God. That's the power of freedom. Yeah. Because being a slave to love, you're going to meet somebody's needs in something of a feeling that come across your path that can logically enhance the situation and not take away from what you got going on with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's just a listening ear. Sometimes that's just a kind gesture.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's just a, social media, a little like button, a little heart, man, or a little share. Man, we take all of the true power of being kind away because it don't look cool to be supporting somebody that we know that he just regular because I'm regular. Man, fuck you.
Right.
We ain't regular, dog. You know what I'm saying? We're spiritual beings having a human experience and possibly never being regular. And we never go out here with a resume of people who we help.
All right.
We don't. What do we do? We help and we move on. Man, we did that.
That's right.
Glory to God, man. Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
And then we go find some more things to do.
Well, I mean, that I think that comes from understanding of what it is that makes us do the shit that we do, bud. Like we've been, like you was talking about the family, man.
Yeah.
That's what we've always done, man. It's like we minister to people, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We could have one pack of hot dogs, nigga.
I mean,
well, shit, we're gonna split them up.
How many here and everybody?
Yeah,
yeah. Straight up and down.
And then I was the transparency part, man. I was talking to Billy, man. That's the freest as you can get. Is when you transparent.
Right.
Whenever you transparent, man, and look like we talking about. We ain't talking about no every other day. I ain't gonna be transparent today. Yeah. I'm talking about when you adapt that as a lifestyle. Number one, your knowledge and your wisdom is gonna be expedited. You're gonna learn something. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. When we say when we're transparent, right? We're just merely being a reflection of God.
Absolutely.
That's all we
in
doing.
our purest form. Yeah.
That's all we doing, man.
Yeah.
You know? And then watch this. I was telling Billy this too, man. Talented young man you are. Talented am I, man. God didn't give me them talents for me.
Yeah, straight up and down.
You know what I'm saying? He's for other people.
Billboard's your belief system. Only Bible somebody ever read, Jack.
Come on, man.
Like in that, but even in what you're saying, yes, in addition to, because even right there, some people say, yeah, but no, everything you said was facts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so simple in my words being, I'm saying in addition to that truth you just said, or in addition to you feeling however you say feeling, please consider this, right? That transparency, right? Let's the war on transparency, because it has to be a beef or some shit right here. So maybe they can put war on transparency here on the screen or whatever, right? Yeah. Man, listen, man. You know what you said, that your knowledge and your wisdom will be, expedited, or it'll be instantly, you know what I'm saying, gained upon. So why is one not transparent, right, with themselves? Why one can't be real? Well, once you understand the power of being honest and transparent, and you want to be in every situation, every location, and be the same. Yeah. Once you understand the power is to slow your ass down and think before you speak, and when you speak, don't say anything that's, then,
make it expedient.
Then you don't have to go over into this unlawful, way of treating yourself and abusing yourself. Because you got to remember, you just talked about this cat over here, but I come over here and now they don't like this cat over here. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Be like a cat like myself. Like, if I don't like you, bro, I ain't saying I don't love you, but I don't like you. Yeah. I don't rock with you. Yeah. I tell you myself. Right. And I tell you right in the presence of, then I tell you over and again. Now, if you want to twist and turn while I tell you I don't like you and I don't rock with you, do it. I don't care. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. The same thing I told you, the same thing I told this person, the same thing I told her, to him, my kids, same shit. Yeah. The power of being free and being transparent in this is me governing my emotions, letting it go into a logical part of my mind before I open my mouth and spew out anything that's destructive. I swear. That's we don't want to do that part. Yeah. Oh, I say thing, man. Yeah. Man, Big he say Jesus, but he said, man, fuck you too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he probably gonna say that to you too, man. You play with him wrong. Now sit down and help him understand. Well, what about old Peter? What did Peter do that role with Jesus? What was he, a cuss? Peter wanted to cuss? Yeah, 3 times. Okay. So man, shit, monster say he would, but he a killer, man. Shit, okay. Well, what about Paul? Yeah. Paul was a killer. Paul was a killer, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Buck said he loved Jesus and shit, and but he a liar and all this kind of stuff and shit. Or he's a death saint. I say liar, I can't even say that. Putting that, I almost threw up in my mouth. Let's say he doubts, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Thomas, right? So, but they was with Jesus though, right?
Right.
They didn't love. They didn't
Yeah.
believe in Jesus because they were these things.
No,
See,
I mean that's irrelevant.
That's irrelevant, right? But yet we make it relevant, and then we try to be the God that nobody can be and pass judgment on somebody else because of their own ways to obtain whatever type of peace they need in this current state here on earth. And that's the bullshit I'm talking about. You don't want to be. The reason why I'm so transparent, Pops, because I can sit here and know I'm talking to Pops, know that Drip, Will, Billy, whoever we talked about, crossed about today, came through my mind, and everything that I said out of my mouth, because if I don't got nothing good to say, I ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then here's another thing about being transparent. One thing that you always taught me, man, this is one of my, I love this. I love to be in the same room with everybody that is included in any type of conversation, that had the same conversation with about anything that we ever discuss.
Yeah.
And especially in the absence thereof, somebody being present. Now, if you don't think like that and be proactive, then you don't really want to be free because you're not considering others.
That's true.
You're not loving. You're judging.
Right.
You know, you're gossiping. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are the gospels, but yet we gossip. You know what I'm saying? Do some gospel, man. Do some shit. Talk some righteous shit.
Yeah.
Right? But yet, we don't want to do that. We want to take that righteous shit and pervert it and gossip.
Okay.
Man, so I love to I love the conversations where everybody, especially in confusion, let's all sit in the same room and let's all go back to the originator of this confusing vibe. No disrespect to anybody, but let's really, really see the hub of where it's coming from so we can confront it and fix it to move together if we're that. But if not, then let's just leave it alone.
Okay. That's just beautiful, man. I mean, like I said, I know you know everything.
I don't know shit. What did I ask you? I said, Pops,
interview you. No. I'm not saying this is scripted or nothing.
Okay.
Nigga never scripted. I can't do that shit, man.
Okay.
I'm transparent, bro. You talking?
Yeah,
Pops,
man. This is just us.
Yeah,
and
man.
so even as you ask it, Pop, I don't this right here. Whatever you asking, man, nobody ever sit down and seen you ask me questions based on what we believe in. And I love to look you in the face because you're my father. My mom's a mom. Like, come on, man. What they say on my mama, on my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Now I want to talk to you about something, man, because we've talked about being transparent. We talk about living in the spirit, right, man?
Word.
Take me back to when you first decided that you and Raven weren't going to be married anymore. Wait. How did you process that and make it through the pain? That's what I want to know. Because I want you to give everybody a gift, man. And see, I'm purposely asking you about this because I know you.
Yeah.
And when I ask you how, I know you're capable of explaining it.
Absolutely. You wanted me to go back to when I first said, okay, this is not it.
Yeah.
Okay. And you do know me. So, shout out to, anybody who, Ray, shout out to Ray. Let's just say that straight up and down. Shout out to Ray. And she has her own personal path to that in connection to God, choice and all this kind of stuff. And I respect all that over there. So I'm speaking for me. And before I say anything, any relationship, any establishment, I don't give a damn if I'm the new employee. It's totally, falls on me, on my responsibility. Either I attracted it or I allowed it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm not absolving anybody's of their responsibility to dig.
Yeah, because that sounds like absolution.
Bingo. Here it is. Good job. I'm not absolving anybody of their responsibility to dig themselves.
Okay.
I am saying this. The power and the belief that I know to be true, a big God, right? To remove all excuses from anyone. And based on me finding some ways where, hey, I could have did this better. or either I attracted it because of my thoughts were off about what I understood about this shit, or I allowed it by, like we talked about in the last one, leadership enabling, right?
Okay.
Either way it go, man, it's still on me, dog, because I'm standing on the fact the big God rules is, man, hey, nah, man, like we don't follow no bullshit, no confusion. So if it's some confusion, it's, hey, something's off. So here I am. So now when I decided to say no, right?
Okay.
Or I'm out. First of all, I do not believe that this piece of paper connects us spiritually. Legally, shit, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
God almighty, man. But spiritually, no, man.
Right.
And so when I said I'm out, it wasn't our first roller coaster going down this, confusion of of wherever we was at with some things. So I sat on some things for probably in which I learned after the fact that this is one thing that I had love kind of mixed up, and understand confused about love.
Okay.
I sat on some things for probably about 8 or 9 months, maybe close to a year, that I knew to be true. And I didn't even feel safe at this point to communicate honestly that I know this is true, because now I became the observer. I wanted to sit back and observe because I had fearful things like, oh, okay, man, dang, if I do say this, or if I do go this way without her, then the money, the kids, fear kicked in like a motherfucker. If you think that ain't no fear, a scary thing, bro, I mean, shit, you
wasn't no anger.
Initially, yeah, it was, but then also, just what we do, dig ourselves.
Okay.
God damn it, but shit, so am I. Shit, right, about some shit, right?
Yeah.
So as I'm digging myself, okay, man, so here's how we do it, man. This ain't right. This is destruction. Let me clean this shit up, right?
Right.
My process of cleaning it up, man, I am honest. I don't want to say brutally, whatever, how you ever take it.
Okay.
So I start kicking some truths about some things, man. And I started to try to set up some areas where it's okay to not be okay, because I know it's not okay. But yet, let's do these things to see if we're going to do this or not, right? Like we're going to see if we can shake back. To see if we can, this foundation is fucked.
Yeah.
But let's see if we can build back, right?
Okay.
Including counseling,
Right.
All that kind of stuff. And man, Pops, that was some torment. That was some internal punishment, bro, because
persecution
of self.
Gotcha.
Because I am sharing, a space, a covenant, a household, from my perspective, with someone who I have to sit on this information, because I know for sure she's not going to be able to, at this point of her space, tell me the thing that she got going on based on the repetitive behaviors of the energy in our exchange. You know what I'm saying? From either side, and sitting on that, man. By the grace of God, man, God delayed us. You know what I'm saying? Gave us more time because COVID hit.
Okay.
And that, man, when COVID hit, everything took everything. Like everybody was scared of shit. Yeah. Man, we can't go outside. At least all we got is each other. All that together, right? So,
man. Oh shit.
Even in that time, I'm still knowing some things that I know to be true, but I'm not really digging it. Like I don't dig. I don't do all that kind of stuff because I did that before. I went to go find you get what you're seeking. You find what you're looking for. God damn it.
Go look for something.
But man, in this, man, check it out though. So Pops, man, this is really, man, really what it is. A great question. So in this, man, am I really? I had to die to jealousy. I had to die to anger. I had to die to.
Stop right there. Was that anger due to hurt?
The anger was due to the infiltration and the odds. I felt betrayed.
Okay.
Like, and I didn't feel betrayed that, man, come on, man, with they sneaky leaks, side piece, all that kind of shit, all that shit all the time. Yeah. I felt really betrayed because I felt my weakness, that y'all know, my anger, my rage, bro. I'm a protector, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a protector first. And only thing I know how to do is that sometimes when it's time to protect, right? And a warrior, everybody loves the warrior. I mean, everybody hates the warrior till the enemy's at the door.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So whenever the enemy at the door, you know this, Pops, especially where you at, Pops, you already know, man. Shit, it's just everything you taught me to be. You know what I'm saying? So be it. The outcome, for this reason I was born, for this reason I would die.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when that was used, I felt against me to not only am I over here in my mind, you know, surrendering and sacrificing to not say, nah, mama, this ain't that. We bet something. We don't got to do it like this.
Right.
Big facts.
Trying to lead.
Trying, bro. You know what I'm saying? From a confused state, though, right?
Yeah.
Dwelling in this, and then yet, man, we both, man, shout out to her, because we both love them kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So,
no doubt.
Trying to do that from that state of understanding that this is fully, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, perverted and infiltrated on all this kind of stuff on both sides. And trying to shake back based on my understanding of logic over something I think is so way bigger, man. Like, cocaine is a hell of a drug, right? So I've seen somebody overcome cocaine, be one of the best, you know, leaders that I, you know, seen. I've seen somebody overcome the fact that they, you know, saw their mother, you know, performing these, you know, deeds, sex acts for this thing called cocaine, right? I've seen people, you know, split up and get back together, right? Because love in my mind never fails.
Wow.
But in this process of me going through that thing, when I said I was gone, I had to realize it wasn't fucking love from the fucking beginning, dog.
Wow.
Or if it was, our beliefs in loves were fucked up. I don't believe love would do that shit to a motherfucker.
Wow.
I just don't. I don't believe love would use your weaknesses
for their own strength.
In their struggle, though.
Yeah, God.
It's the fucking struggle.
Yeah, man.
So why won't I concede or chill in my struggle before I hurt somebody over here who's trying to love me? Yeah. That's the shit that fucked me up. Wow. You know? Wow. And that's what makes me angry, you know?
Right. So it you just like your daddy. Nigga, when a motherfucker hurt us, it manifests in our ass whooping.
Man, bro, or shit, and everything go with it, no matter where we at.
That's right.
But then I'm crazy. Then I'm this and I'm that, man. I'm hurt, dog.
Right.
Like, man, shit, this peanuts to goddamn elephant. I told you, man, this ain't shit. Like,
I don't know. Do you remember this, man? When you was little, man, I used to always I wouldn't tote you around and let girls pick you up. But every now and then I would pick you up and I'd hug you and I'd kiss you and I'd tell you.
You always hug me. And then even as I got older, teenagers, she used to say, nigga, you better kiss your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up and down in front of other men type shit. And then if they say anything outside, we get that right real quick right while I was there.
That's right.
And help them understand about what we talking about.
That's right. That's the kind of man I wanted you to be.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? I watch you now with your kids. I'm like, yes, man, glory to God, man. But for black men, we got so much we have to fight against.
Right.
Because for black men, you don't tell your son you love him. You don't pick your son up. You don't kiss your son in public in front of everybody.
Yeah, that's soft or whatever.
That's You don't tell your son, hey, that's your sister. Take care of her. She's older than you, but you better
listen to her and take care of her.
Nigga, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Ebo.
So, damn, man, that all of this passion that God gives us, man, that when events hit, it's gonna be a lot of passion, right? And it's gonna be anger, sadness, whatever it is, man. But I'm hearing you talk, and what I'm so thankful, because I watched you, is that you didn't run from shit.
Ever.
Look, not from yourself even. Not even from yourself, man. I saw you checking you. You understand what I'm saying? I saw you go from this big to this big to this big, and you still growing.
Absolutely.
Watch this. In that that hurt that was God using life to teach you, man. It wasn't no punishment, man.
I don't feel at all, and I would tell you, no, thank you for that. You always told me that, God uses life to teach us, not punish us.
Right.
The punishment comes in with our own thoughts about what the fuck
There
going
you
on.
go.
Check this shit out, man. And this is because you're talking about passions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then remember the passions of the Christ, right?
Yeah.
Remember I said Christ, I go straight to, hey man, okay.
Persecution.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Dig this. When King Herod, in a good book, and I reference the scripture, man, where I can. It just went blank. That's the message is the message of what I'm trying to convey here. It's really solid. So I don't. Once again, if Jesus, the passions of Christ, right, and we what did Jesus do? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to consider how Jesus felt when he did shit.
Oh, that's right.
They just wanted to get the benefits of what he could do.
Right.
Check this shit out.
Wow.
One of the biggest things that everybody talk about, preach about, you know what I'm saying? This is what I've learned throughout this transition and shit. What did Jesus do when was Jesus hurt? Right? So King Herod, he had a brother, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And his brother had a chick. I don't know her name. You go look it up.
Okay.
John, which was Jesus' partner.
Is the one that loved Christ.
John was what?
The one that loved Jesus.
That's what, most, right? That he said, right?
That's what they say.
John told this cat, hey, man, leave her alone, man. That's your brother, you know what I'm saying, wife. King Herod, right?
Mm-hmm.
And King Herod was like, man, he fucking up, man. He cock blocking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but he knew who John was to Jesus. He did.
Okay.
So he already knew, like, with that type of power. Remember, it's not against flesh and blood. It's against
principalities
and evil doers in higher places
right.
that can call these shots.
Right.
So he said, throw his ass in jail.
Okay.
Yeah. Threw him in jail, right?
Mm.
Now, the woman that was his brother's old piece of game.
Okay.
And I think it's, I want to say, I give you this. We'll study this, but hey, Google this shit. Everybody know the answer to this.
Yeah.
So check this out. But okay, Google Jesus fed the 5,000.
Okay.
And yeah, Jesus fed 5,000.
Okay.
Google that, and this is the scripture.
Okay.
Check it out.
Okay.
So prior to him doing this, that's what I want to tell you. Mm-hmm. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
Bro, the Herod's King Herod's piece of game had a daughter. They had a party. Now John in jail.
Uh-huh.
Jesus doing his thing, the disciples doing their thing.
Uh-huh.
This perverted motherfucker Herod.
He switched girls.
Huh?
One we switched girls on.
Man, he saw her daughter dance and it wooed him and awed him so much.
Yeah. Go ahead,
bro.
Yeah.
He saw her dance and move and he said, whoa, I don't know if it was because it was a daughter, he was proud to be a stepdaddy, or he was a pervert. I don't know. But my point is this. None of that shit mattered to me because I'm over here on what would Jesus do, right?
Yeah.
So she wooed him so much, and this pride comes before destruction, right?
Okay.
He threw him in jail knowing that this was Jesus' partner without question.
Yeah.
He said, because you move so much, please tell me whatever you need here. I'm going to give it to you because that was amazing.
Okay.
So this was the daughter of the woman, right?
Yeah.
Power of influence. Her mama, she knew that John was in the way. Mama didn't like John.
Right.
So her mama said, hey, baby girl, tell her daughter.
Okay.
Tell him I want his head on the platter.
Whoa,
John's
head on the platter.
Check this out. That's Jesus. That's Amen to me or some shit. That's one of my dogs.
Yeah.
Shout out to all y'all, man. But so here I am. I'm over here being Jesus, right? And now prior to the party, I'm the king, and I said what I said, so I knew I threw him in jail. I didn't say, whoa, bitch, you went too far. I didn't say that. I said, I'm king, so be it.
Wow.
John head was delivered to this cat in front of that party, right? Check this shit out. Let's keep going now.
Yeah.
Shit. Jesus, right? Jesus heard the news. Google it.
Okay.
And then he was in distraught. The disciples said, Jesus, John got A, B, C, and D, and Jesus said this is the one who loved him most, right?
Yeah.
Now think about your best friend getting killed over this type of bullshit.
Yeah.
And you say, wow, let me dip off, or you say, damn. And then the disciples, the people who roll with y'all, your partners say, man, go, man, get you a break. This is too much. This is messed up.
Yeah.
Jesus said, as he tried to go off, it was crowds of people still following him.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, you are this, you and that. They saying go.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus said no. Y'all come over here, sit y'all ass down, man, and chill.
Mm-hmm.
His friend just got killed.
Mm-hmm.
Once they sit down and chill, then he said, boom, the 2 loaves.
Feed, yeah.
Yeah, what is it? The 2 loaves? 2 loaves of bread, 5 fish.
2 fish and 5 loaves of bread.
Yeah, then he fed the 5,000 plus. Under these conditions of pain, his best friend head was cut off.
Wow.
See, we just, Jesus can feed us with this a little bit.
Right.
What kind of state was Jesus in, dog?
He was distraught about his friend.
He was hurt.
Yeah.
Anger.
Yeah. All of that.
Mm-hmm. Pop, so it's no fucking way I can say I believe in this Jesus, bro. If I don't understand that persecution, nigga.
It's part of it.
It's part of it. And because the pain is there, the party go on, nigga. I got kids.
That's right. That's right.
Family. And I got her. They don't understand what she's trying to do.
Wow.
In this situation of a struggle.
I got you.
Which we all struggle.
Yeah.
Guess what? He do that. He try to get some rest. Keep reading. It's all aligned.
Yeah.
Soon as he gets some rest, oh my God, man, the storm is brewing. The disciples had to go. How did Jesus get there? He walked on the water. Man. When he walked on the water, they said, they just seen all this other kind of shit. Yeah. Jesus, is that you? Yeah, it's me. If it's you, then let me do it too. Well, come on out.
Come on, Peter.
Now, come on, Peter, you do it. Now you doing it. Oh, shit, I am doing it. I'm not Jesus no more. Then I sink.
Yep.
All of these happen in a distraught, hurt state, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus, mighty Jesus, said, show must go on. I still must do what I'm called to do.
I got to do what I got to do. Yeah. That's
what do we do? You can't take no more. Get some break. Do this and so. When you come to me with that weak ass shit, man, my father who's still alive know when I'm finna break.
Yeah.
Shit can't break me, bro.
I hear what you're saying.
They feel what I'm saying, and if they don't hear it, bro, and I fall back before I fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Shit don't break me. Don't tell me what the fuck I need some fucking rest.
Yeah.
Did Jesus get rest?
That's right, man. Hey.
So how do you believe, bro?
Well.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. So if you don't believe like this, man, don't come at me about no suck ass. I want some goddamn control.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's spiritual or carnal. Ain't no in between, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm digging that, what you just said, man. God, because I've been there, man. Man, it don't nothing hurt worse than when you trying to love somebody, man, and they won't love you back, man. That don't nothing hurt worse than that, man.
To the best of your ability.
But if I say I'm this, if I'm this Wednesday and this event happens on Friday, if I can't be what I was on Wednesday after this event on Friday happening, then I'm a liar, man. Because events don't dictate who we are. What we talk about it all the time, nigga. We can go anywhere in the city.
Yeah.
Nigga,
world. I've been shout out, bro. We world, pops, not just city.
I'm the same motherfucker, man.
Yeah, and more impactful outside of the section in which you dwell in, because other people want to look for the iniquities in somebody else instead of building on the problems within, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You are pops, man. I've seen people love on you, man. And when you leave, man, the shit's still there because you the same way. Same thing go for every goddamn body, bro.
It do.
No matter what a position, title, status, financial, none of that.
And I just believe is that black men, if we learn to stand on, goddamn it, this shit,
yeah,
man, we would. we wouldn't have half. I was telling buddy, man, we was talking about
stand on it together because But I had to say that because you asked me at the beginning.
You're right.
Bro, I'm persecuted by that look like this.
Yeah.
Show me, and I tell them, man, hey, what's your God? What's your God right now?
Yeah.
That's your God? Your God, that's that woman your God? Or that thing between her legs your
God?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
Nah, we don't do none of that, bro. We don't talk about it. Let's go do some more shit.
Yeah.
You know, hey man, is money your God? Nah, man, I don't want to make those type of transactions with you, but let's come on over here. Maybe we can do some push-ups together and talk about some things where you can shift that. Wow. This shit is temporary, dog. And if this is your God, this is going to end. Build your hopes on things eternal. Yeah. You can't take this shit with you.
What's that rich guy that Jobs? Is that his name? Did you read that thing Chuck sent?
No, Steve Jobs.
Yeah, right. Then he died getting ready. They think he gonna die. Okay, but anyway, he wrote this deal, man. He was talking about all the money he had, all the fame, all the fortune.
Word.
It ain't mean none. He said, because he was finna die or something. He said, because right now at this time, all of that means nothing.
Yeah, whoever, I'm gonna say that whoever it was, this person, he had all this money. And then he said this, Pops, because
same thing Solomon said. It's the exact same shit Solomon said, man. You know that, yeah, man, all that's nice to have, and blah, 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 blah. But nigga, when it get down, he said, at this time in life of life and death, he said, man, that love, man, and relationship with people, man, is what it is, man. And you know what? I can remember, and you can too, coming up, man. We had some hard times.
Yeah.
But that wasn't shit.
Yeah, man, it was some of the best time, bro. Shit, understanding like that, some of the best times that shit we have, me and my sister talk about that shit to this day.
Wow.
Without Pops, because until we understand, just as I sit before anybody on this couch, man, I lost everything but hope, dog. And in that, bro, because I once supposed to have that shit like that, for sure.
Yeah.
But then in here, I look around, man, humiliated and all this kind of bullshit that I ain't really feel. Now I'm stop saying I ain't really humiliated. Fuck, I ain't never gave a fuck about it anyway. But then when I look up and you don't have anything, but yet you have everything the true, what you really are with this man that said he got it. Now I run this shit back up with those principles and stay in pocket to not lose it again.
Yeah, man.
Because I wasn't supposed to have that.
Yeah.
Just to understand this type of belief that you kill my fucking best friend and I still gotta serve if God tell me to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't play with me about my best friend, my people though, cause I'm shit.
Yeah, because come on,
right
now, tell the
man,
truth.
Shit, Jesus, you gonna do the new Jesus. Making up some new shit about everything. Shout out to the big Jesus though, but man, shit, that's when my relative truth become the absolute truth.
Yeah.
Shit, but I'm just saying, Pop, so that's without all that shit, dog. That feeling, that communication we had to have, that sacrifice, that. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the lights off, it's quiet, ain't no noise, ain't no distractions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, about the candles and shit, like all that kind of shit, dog. Shit, like
just us.
Just us, dog.
Just us.
And understanding that, man, hey, this is the beautiful part about that. Kids, this ain't it.
Oh man. Lord,
what we talking about is it in truth. And y'all be better than this shit.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Well, I mean, look, once again, it's transparency, man. You know, your mom and I, we ain't never been ashamed about letting y'all know, look, this was happening.
Right.
This was going on, man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And try to explain it to you in detail if we got to it, whatever, man. But
Pops,
man.
I want to tell you this about, just right here about parenting, bro. From my perspective and my sisters. Parenting tip 101. Be respectfully based on the capacity that your kids are on milk, you know what I'm saying, like as they go through life. But as they go through life, man, you be so honest with them, man, and you make sure they fully understand everything that life has to offer, because you said it best and mom said it best. God gives us kids to give back to him.
That's right.
And here it is in this situation right here. when we try to dilute or pervert or hide or sneak, and then remember, kids are very egotistical. I, me.
Right.
Don't.
Right.
We're gonna do. Right.
Absolutely.
That's the war within, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we do that, it creates those environments of confusion, of division, of all these things. It's because you're not being real with you. So let's talk about it. So, whatever is deemed to be a successful child because of today is like all of us. We didn't, respectfully so. If somebody had a kid at a young age, man, God bless you, that's how you're supposed to. But we were square on that shit, bro. We didn't have no kids out of wedlock.
Right.
Shit, we didn't do no drugs and shit like while we was in school and all that kind of shit.
Right.
Man, we are very respectful, forthright citizens.
That's right.
We know a lot of people, and they tell you, Ian Cloudy, I got some good. See, because of the true shit that really go over here in the world and say all this kind of stuff, man, we was thugging, we doing all that kind of stuff. I was right there by y'all playing spades. I was out and listening to shit. And then when I got out of line, get your ass back in line. You a child.
Right,
this is how it go.
Right.
And you always told me that, hey man, you a teenager. Well, you a kid. Now you're a teenager. I'm raising you like this. Now you're a teenager. Now I'm putting adult stuff on you. So that's you know what I'm saying? So I always want to say that the honesty and the transparency of those struggles, to not, be a victim, to not be anything, to saying it's just better than this. We don't know how, but shit, this ain't it.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
If it's true.
Yeah, man.
So I just encourage somebody to consider that your truth and your lack of is enough for God to do what he's supposed to do, because that's the freedom of the bondage that think this shit cool.
See, I think about this all the time, man. Me and your mom, man. Like God used me, your mom, to create y'all three, man. Let me tell you something. When when y'all was little, and y'all go somewhere, people used to come back and say, "Oh, your kids are so male, right." And we used to look at each other like they talk about our kids. You know what I'm saying? Because at home y'all are like this, but apparently in public,
absolutely,
y'all were that way, man.
Yeah.
And I just, man, damn, I'm sitting here talking to you, man, and look, like I said, I know the answer to all these questions, man. But to hear that shit come out your mouth, man, you don't know, man, I'm so fucking encouraged, man. You understand? I really am, man, because even with our conversation this morning on the way out here, I'm encouraged, man.
Me too,
I'm encouraged. And it's like people used to call me preacher. Well, that's Preacher Junior.
Nah, man. Anything Big E put a JR on it, I'm good with it, man. I'm going to ride with that, man.
Yeah, man.
Flaws and all, man. Thank you, Pops, for... Man, and for sure, man, we're not going to explain that everything that we do on this platform is very authentic, nothing spirit-led.
Yeah, no, it ain't going to be no scripting.
And the reason why, man, is because, I was trained, trained to go to be able to open my mouth and articulate.
Thank you.
The whatever kind of feeling it is,
right.
If I want to.
That's right. That's true. That's
because if I don't, I say I don't want to talk about that.
Right.
But I'm gonna look in your face and tell
you that too. Yeah, that's right.
And before I lie to you, you know what I'm saying, I say bye to you, or just because I don't trust you, whatever. Because I ain't finna lie to you.
Yeah.
So thank you, man. This right here is very therapeutic, and as we wrapping up, man, on this podcast, once again, man, like we all fall short, bro.
Yeah.
And explaining that situation to that in-depthness of, man, you asked me questions about me, about my character, how did I get to this point? These are my beliefs, and these are my beliefs only because of what I chose to seek in this time of distraught, in this time of confusion.
Yeah.
And what I know to be true is what I'm going to stand on until I learn something else in addition to what I know. God is God. Mm-hmm. Jesus, Yeshua came for us to give us an example, of in the flesh form, because we weren't quite comprehending these things that God was saying, right? I would say Moses was the Jesus of the Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
But yet when God said, Moses, go out there and speak to the rock, don't strike speak to the rock, don't strike the rock, he hit the rock. The situation of he just, disobey, he did all this work, and I do this because other people call me modern day Moses and stuff, but in today's time now, man, my character, man, God, Lord, humble me, man, before everybody, man. I'm not believing in nothing less than what Jesus did.
There you go.
Persecution,
man.
and even in pain,
Yeah.
it still got to get
You
done.
gotta get
But
the
I
work
am
done.
not hurting
Yeah.
myself anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm hurt.
Right on, man.
Putting that them now it's Big E rules in full effect.
Yeah.
Man, what you say, man? I got all my hair. Look, boy, y'all saw your hair. I just got some grays right here because I put that bullshit back on somebody else, right?
That's right.
And that's how I go, Pops. That's wisdom, bro. That's part of you. That is true. Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody else bullshit goes back on
That's
them.
right. If somebody give you something, give it back to them.
That's not conducive to
That's
where
right.
you headed, man. So,
That's right.
man, guys, this was
One more
great.
thing I want to say.
Yes, sir. Yes,
the Christ, you mentioned the Christ. The Christ came and he did two things. He gave information. After he gave that information, he demonstrated it.
Demonstrate over debate. Y'all know the hashtag.
Come on, man.
Y'all know that's how we rocking, man.
On,
hey,
man.
y'all. Keep it a buck, man, or keep it nothing with us, man. I love it. God, we're talking about feelings, and we want to feel all of it. Only so we can go to a logical spot in our mind, man.
All right.
And be better in time.
Glory to God.
So
man.
be it. Thank you, brother.
Right on, man.
Sure.